Welcome back to Earth Radio. Here are the biggest stories you might have missed from last week. Wildfires are raging in Europe. The UK's new Prime Minister Andy Burnham cuts climate donations, and President Trump blames Canada for poisoning United States air. Europe is currently fighting huge wildfires in what may be the worst wildfire season the continent has ever faced. This is a developing story, changing day by day, but at the time of recording this episode, EU officials are warning that this wildfire season could continue into November as tens of thousands of people are fleeing their homes to escape the path of the flames. The fires in Spain and France are some of the worst fires the countries have ever faced. This year in Europe, the situation is particularly dire. El Niño conditions have raised temperatures in the area and made heat waves more common and more severe. France's firefighting force is working hard at trying to contain the flames before a massive heat wave is expected to hit next week. It's not only the scale of these fires that make them difficult to fight, but the weather phenomena surrounding them. Fire clouds forming around the blaze are creating wind and have the potential to shoot off lightning, starting new blazes in the dry area. The UK's new Prime Minister, Andy Burnham, is bringing cheaper bus fares to England, but the decrease comes at a major price. To pay for the costs of lowering the bus fare from £3 to £2, Burnham changed what were originally intended to be charitable climate donations into repayable loans. While this makes the UK government a little bit more liquid, experts say that it could make people in poor nations more vulnerable to the effects of climate change. Underdeveloped nations don't have the same access to air conditioning and reliable water as more wealthy countries. These things are necessary to stay safe and healthy in extreme heat. Funding from wealthy governments is crucial for poorer nations as the world faces climate change and current El Niño conditions. Burnham is not popular amongst climate activists right now. His promises to drill for oil in the North Sea sparked protests in London, calling for the Prime Minister to stay true to his climate pledges as the mayor of Greater Manchester. Last week, United States President Donald Trump accused Canada of poisoning U.S. air with wildfire smoke. Here, where I'm reporting this summer, the smoke got very severe, clouding up the skies, making it a little bit difficult to breathe if you're doing a lot of manual activity. It sure was a gloomy scene here in the Northeast, but I'm willing to bet it looks a whole lot worse in Canada, where the actual fires are burning down swaths of forests and people are evacuating their small towns. Trump told Canada's Prime Minister, Mike Carney, to control the flames and said that he thinks the United States should receive some payment for damages from the smoke. He ultimately decided to impose a 50% tariff on the nation. Experts say that increased wildfires are because of climate change, not poor forest management like Trump is suggesting. If you want to learn more about the stories covered in today's episode, check out the articles published in The Guardian and DW and linked in the show notes. Earth Radio is produced, edited, scored, and written by Rebekah Hendricks. This week's stories are reported by Emmy Sassy Porkhorn, Zach Krellin, Kieran Stacy, and Oliver Millman. Earth.org is supported by listeners and readers like you. Visit our website to donate to our climate coverage and have a great week.